Hey, what is going on? What an incredible week. Updates on the job interview, the apartment, the coronavirus, and we've had our full first month together. Super exciting. Let's talk about it. Alrighty, what's going on? This is your boy Teangelo, and we are chilling at Teangelo Live. It's here where I update you weekly on how things are coming along with my 10-year plan. Now, this big old situation behind me, some of you may think, is that all just a part of your plan? T, that seems like a bit much. Okay. And listen, it may be a bit much, but once I start putting all this stuff on my achieved board and you see how we get to live our best life, you'll be like, oh, I need some boards. So anyhow, listen, before we go too much further, let me just request that you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Click that like button and comment. We have to have the dialogue. You have to be a part of this. We have to be a part of this. All right, so what is going on? What is going on? I'm going to dive right into the job part of it all. So I had a job interview. Last time we spoke, I told you in 2 days I was going to go on a job interview. It has since happened. Well, let's see. It was uneventful. Wasn't really much to it, no je ne sais quoi. They did a group interview, so they put all of us in one room, asked a few questions, pretty much sent us on our way. Now I'm going to tell you, I went in there fully decked out. I had the fashion right, I had my gloves on, I had the mask on. I mean, it's the corona. And I didn't even care. Howsoever, a few days later, I got an email from them where they said, thank you, but no thank you. I was thinking, do you think the gloves and mask was kind of too much? I mean, I took the mask off once I got to a space where I was by myself, but whatever. When it comes down to it, at the end of the interview, I asked what the pay was going to be to follow up on it, and it was a bit lower than my budget could allow, so I couldn't have taken the position anyway because I'm on a budget. So that's that. The unfortunate part is, through the course of last week, I got 2 other emails that also said thank you, no thank you. So I'm 0 and 3 at this point. We'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it pushing. Bruh. Now, I will also mention, because I haven't been having the most success with getting interviews and getting a yes for a job, I opted to dumb down my resume. Simplify it, if you will. It's very high managerial and, running stuff. And in today's climate, I don't think that's what people are looking for. Also, the industry that I'm trying to lean towards is delivery. I feel like delivery won't be a bad thing, I like driving. I'm in a new city, so I get to drive around the city, kind of learn some things, see some things, consider I'm typically locked up in here, okay? And then it'll kind of allow me not to be too close upon people, Go pick up your thing, throw it in your vehicle, and then push on to delivery. I feel like that's, more safe than grocery store or hotels for that matter. So, that I have never done that before. I Googled how to figure it out. I have since done so. Fingers crossed. I did some applying with it last week. We'll see what this week unfolds. Of course, I'll keep you posted. Now, let's talk about the morning and evening routine. This document here. So I created this last week, if you recall, and I also called it a living document. And it's a living document because it will evolve over time with my lifestyle and what works and what doesn't work. And what you will see is the mornings were pretty successful. I mean, okay, so where you see my handwriting is where I wrote in what time I actually woke up and got out of bed. Ain't no 8:10 on there, okay? But I was, for the most part, within the 8 o'clock hour. So that's pretty great, especially for a first time, a first week of doing it. So that really works well. And most of the other things on the list, I primarily was able to get done every morning. As you can see, I need to add onto the list, take my medication. I do that every morning. And if I don't put that on there, I'm liable to forget because I get into the rest of the list and it says get into your to-dos, and then whoosh, my day is underway and I haven't taken my medication. So I'll add that on there. And then getting dressed. If I don't have anywhere to go, I really hate getting dressed. Remember I said the point of doing it was to get myself out of bed into doing the thing, you know, whatever. That's kind of what I did last weekend. I want to have on a robe. I do. So it's a living document. By the time we get together next week, I will have edited the document so I can add in, take meds. And otherwise, for the morning, it was fine. For the evening, that one wasn't as successful as the morning. First of all, I'm going to dive right into it. Devices off at 11 p.m.? Ain't happening. Don't work. And it's not because I'm just laying in bed playing video games. It's because I'm typically up editing video and getting ready for you. And so, I'm sorry, I'm playing back in my head. See, look, okay, now watch this. I'm gonna show you. I got it when my alarm went off. I have an alarm. Look, I have an alarm. So really quickly, this is my 11 o'clock alarm going off because I have to turn off all devices at 11 o'clock. Isn't this annoying? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to finish working though because I'm literally sending over, like I'm trying to finish editing this video. I hope I hit the snooze button though. Because, you know, I have my, see, there it is right there. And it says to turn this stuff off at 11 o'clock. We'll get there. In the meantime, 20 more minutes. 30 minutes tops. See, I was prepared to do the thing. And in that moment, I said 30 more minutes. I imagine I went to bed in 30 minutes. But if you look at the routine sheet, I wrote the times on there, and there's never a chance. I think once I went to bed at 12:45. Otherwise, I'm up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning still working. And I'll adjust those numbers. It's a living document, so it has to evolve with me. So we'll cover that again next week and see how that goes. Regarding the apartment, alrighty, so I think I mentioned to you last week that my time in this place is dwindling. If I didn't, well, it is. At this point, I have 21 days before living in this beautiful dwelling comes to an end. Therefore, I have to get on the ball and get to my own apartment, which is fine because I'm uber excited about it. And I did reach out to the apartment complex. They didn't email me back yet. Nonetheless, I am due to move in there in 2 weeks. So that's kind of the gist of that. Now, I think you probably asked me, well, Teangelo, what about that budget? Because before you said you didn't move because you didn't have the budget. You needed a job for that. True. Ain't no budget. Ain't no job. I'm gonna tell you, I prayed about it. The Lord gave me peace and said move forward. So here we go. I mean, I got here on a hope and a dream and a prayer. So I prayed. What else does it say about the apartment? I reached out to the movers, so they should be bringing my things down as well. There was something else I was going to say to you about the apartment. Oh! By leaving here, we're going to lose, that's the wrong way, the blue wall. I love when we have this blue wall here. It's my fave. But my new apartment won't have the blue wall, so we'll have to enjoy it while it lasts. I'm sure it'll be fine. Or maybe I'll paint a wall in my new apartment blue. In our home, in Ron's and I home, we had, our bedroom had a blue wall, and the bathroom. So, I've had blue walls before. The Corona. I just named her Rona, okay? So the Rona of it all is getting worse. It's not getting better, and it's a struggle in these streets. So, again, I spend most of my time here, but in efforts to get out the house from time to time, I will take a walk around the neighborhood and take a peek over here, take a peek over there. And I found myself at the park again, which I ended up having to backtrack on because the bugs were eating me up. Okay, I have 2 bite marks. I have one here. They just stopped itching. I have one here that just stopped itching. I got 4 on my ankles, 2 on each one. Then I have another one down here, and I got 1 on the back of my neck. That's 7. 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. I got 8 bite marks being in the park one day, and I wasn't in the grass. I was sitting on a bench this time. So I had to find a plan B. Plan B, I moved my whole work environment to the patio. I sure did. Poolside, honey. And it was super cute. And it was a lovely day. And I'm sure I'll do it again. It was really great. Okay. So let's go ahead and start getting to this boards back here. So I know you're seeing this and you might be thinking, okay, T, I see some changes. What you switch up? What you switch up? Well, first of all, let me just tilt the camera a bit because I added my accomplishment board. Hey. So you can call your accomplishment board whatever you want to. It took me a minute to figure out what I want. I even Googled what people call theirs. In the end, I didn't care what they call theirs. I'm gonna call it what I want to call it. Okay? I did that. Oh, I did that. Oh, did he do it? Oh, yes, he did it. Did he do it? Oh, yes, he did it. Did he do it? Oh, yes, he did it. Did he do it? Oh, yes, he did it. Because it's right there. I did that. Okay? That's my accomplishments board. And you'll see I'm just haphazardly putting my post-its on here because I don't want them to be as organized and thorough as these are. I want it to just be a hodgepodge of my accomplishments as I add them to this board. Also, I updated the monthly board. You might remember the old one had the big saying across here with the years down the side. Instead, I just put January through August, September through December right here. I put the lines 3 inches apart since the post-its are 3 by 3 so they could fit inside of each one, and I cleaned this up and I updated it as well. So with that being said, what do we have on here? So in March, we're in March, so we're finishing up March, but in March I hadn't put this post-it here, which was, and I knew in my mental, but I hadn't put it here. It was to record and post 5 videos in the month of March. And the 4 videos that we have done together, plus the one explaining how I put together the 10-year plan, equals 5. Yes, Lord. And I made it a point to leave it on the board so we can do it together because we're going to take this one off of here. Oh, bring it around town. Bring it around town. That's for my SpongeBob watchers. Anywho, we're going to post it. Booyah! Right there. Because we did that. Oh, we did that. Hey, I did that. Oh, I did that. I'm telling you, you have to celebrate your big and small wins. You have to celebrate yourself. Don't let nobody tell you different. If you did that, then you need to put on your board and then get your did that dance on. Okay? And let me explain why I'm really happy about it. Because on this board, there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 did that on the board. In 3 months, I managed to get 7, so that's about 2.3 goals per month. That's awesome. For me just getting started? Oh, I'm calming it down. I'm about to have another dance off. But anyway, so yeah, the accomplishment board is happening, okay? The accomplishment board is a very important part of this process because it is easy to forget what you have accomplished because we're busy working. And so it is very easy for me to forget that I moved to Houston, Texas in a very tumultuous time in my life, and I was able to do it seamlessly. Like, that gets a little pat. Alrighty, so what else is going on? So in April, I still have daily meditation and journaling because I want to get that very solidified and kind of tight before I take it off. I have Get a Job, of course, because that's still going on. We have Take a First Home Buyer's Course. So my first home buyer course was something that I had put on my 5-year plan. Was originally one of the goals was to take a first-time home buyer's course. And so I hadn't wrote it on here, but I knew it was here. And through the course of me being inside the house all the time, I Googled, do they have them here? And they do, and they're happening in a digital world. So I added take the course to this month. I'll probably do 2. If I can find both of them, I'll take 2 this month because I got to get to that house buying. Speaking of which, I put buy 2-bedroom home in October. Not that I'm going to buy it in October. I'm going to start the journey if I get in October. I don't really want to have it until January, February. But I want to find me a realtor, make sure I find an area. You know, the whole process of buying a house takes some time. So I put that in October. What else we got? And then it says for April to post 8 videos. So last month we did 4. I got to step it up for April and get to 8. Excuse me, we did 5 in March. We're going to do 8 in April. Why? There'll be the 4 videos we have here with us hanging out, and then I'll do 4 speaking videos. The speaking videos are just going to be on topics of goal achievement, goal setting, living life to the fullest, all that kind of jazz. They're awesome, great information, a lot of great, valued information for you to do the damn thing, okay? So be sure to check those out. Links are provided, a lot of great content, and I would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and comment on those videos as well. No pressure. And so that's all we got for April. And then May, I put the annual family vacation. I start planning on that in May. get this job thing, get the apartment laid out, start paying on that. As you see, it keeps moving down the month. It ain't got touched yet because life just hasn't allowed me to get to it. And then, okay, so I'm on the phone with a friend. And the friend is like, Teangelo, you're gonna start losing your weight? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start losing my weight. He said, okay, when you gonna start? I'm like, I don't know. He said, I thought it was on your to-do list. It is. If it's on your to-do list and you don't know when you're gonna do it, when does it get done? I was like, ooh, good point. So I added the 30 pounds to lose weight in May so I can get started on it. Also, this posted up here says to start working out 3 times a week. I would do that as well. And then on my to-do list was to run in a 3K. But through me doing research about that, they don't have 3K runs here in Houston that I could find. They do 5K.
Bruh.
5K is on my to-do list as well, so I have to level up. I will change that to a 5K, but I did create a post-it that says to start training for the 5K. So that is what I'm going to add to the board. So I was waiting for you so we could add that. Look at my little post-it section. It's how thin it is. Running out of them. It'll be a good productive year. Okay, so we're going to start that in May as well, training for it. If I'm working out 3 times a week, I might as well have some of those workouts focused on that 3K. So yeah, we're underway. Things are happening. Things are happening. I'll just say again, for those who feel like this is a lot, Teangelo, this is a whole lot. You got boards all over the place. You got papers hanging about. You taking up a whole wall with this. Do you know when an architect has to build a building, they have like 6 to 10 renderings of that structure? So if you're building a skyscraper, there's a lot of layers to it. And that's what I'm building, is my empire. So this is considered, if this is considered a lot, imagine when all this shit comes to fruition. What about that? That's a lot. When I got this 30 pounds off, that's a lot. Hell, I freaking moved to Houston, Texas. Okay? So, believe in yourself, trust the process, and don't give a fuck what nobody else has to say about anything. Real talk. Well, I guess that's all I had to say about that. This was a long video, I know. I just had so much to get in. But until next time, I truly enjoy you. I appreciate you. I really want you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and comment so we can talk about it. Don't be taking all my business and putting it in the streets. We need to talk and share, right? I tip my hat off to you. I'm your boy, Teangelo, and until next time, you be sure to live life to the fullest. Ciao.